Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is at around 52 cents, guys, just ranging at this time. Now today I had a dream about XRP having a flash crash moment, right? I'm pretty sure all these prices were about very similar, guys, as well. XRP dumped towards, or had a flash crash towards 20 cents exactly, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you know how dreams go, or how dreams are. But a few people did set trigger limits or limit buys on certain prices down, and it got triggered. And then everyone else was like, why? How is XRP dumping? By the way, it was the only coin that had that flash crash. So nobody knew why, because there's no news or nothing. So I was wondering, maybe because there were insiders front running the SEC case conclusion. But I don't know, guys. But XRP was being bought back up immediately though. It didn't go to the original price it was at beforehand, but it was getting bought back up. I don't know, but you know how dreams are. They're just dreams, right? So who knows? Not Benicio Weiss. Check this out though. I will say XRP true value will be after emergency broadcast system, right? He nails it right on the head. Check this out.
What's up, XRP family? So I just want to tell you guys that the bankers, they don't want you to retire your families. They don't want you to make money. That's why they're going to pump XRP first. And then after you sell, and all the people that don't trust into the company and don't know that central bank digital currencies are coming, all those people will sell early, and then the US dollar will collapse like a dying star and take everybody's profits with them. But if you hold XRP and XLM and you want to get out of debt, sure, sell 10%, but don't sell half of it, because they're going to collapse the dollar after the pump. First, they're going to secure their money in XRP into the new financial system. When their money's secured, then they will collapse the system with the rug pull on everybody. So make sure you don't fall for the sell-off. Don't sell your XRPs and then go buy nice cars and this and that, because everything's going to collapse after. So save your money and wait.
Well,
what's up, XRP?
To some degree, I do believe he's right, guys, but I don't know about the collapse of the dollar, right? That's the one thing I'm not sure of. We do know that a new currency will be on the horizon, right? So they will possibly have to kill one off. Now, remember from the Riddler timeline, fiat will still be here, guys, right? So it's fascinating, but the USD will be transformed into something digital, right? A digital currency as a CBDC, USCBDC possibly. Now, this is a very interesting video, and this is how we know this is looking really good for XRP, because of this simple fact, guys. Will the value of XRP be on the same on the private ledger as it is on the public ledger? David, yes. History will be made overnight.
Be the same in the private ledgers as it is on the public.
Yes. The value proposition of XRP is that it has these liquidity pools. It doesn't make sense to isolate something. Like, there's no place where gold is worth twice as much as it is now, because if there was, people would just bring gold there, and they would buy gold somewhere else and they would sell it there. Unless the only way that you can have the value be very different in two places is if there's a lot of friction. And if there's friction, someone will make a business of removing that friction. So I don't see any realistic scenario where XRP has significantly different value unless something's wrong. So, like, a good example of a case, there was a time where the value of XRP, they called it the kimchi premium, right? Where the value of XRP in some Asian countries was very high, but that was because there were capital controls, right? That was because things were bad. I think that's a sign that something is not going well. The value proposition of XRP is that you can take it to all of the places, right? If I sell you some gold and you say, hey, this gold can only be used in jewelry, you're like, well, that kind of sucks. I don't want that gold, right? The value proposition of gold is that you have access to the entire value proposition of gold. And so I don't see any scenario in which where it makes sense to snip pieces.
Value of XRP.
That's really good, guys. Wow. No matter the price, guys, right, the public / the private ledger, they both need to be equivalent to each other, which is very good, right? So if one thing explodes, the other one has to as well. It's all tied together, right? They're all correlated, guys. Wow, that's really fascinating, right? Now, guys, for the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is called quite interesting. So we got the Riddlers on our side. We got the partnerships on our side, right? We got the companies, the banks, the nations, the world, basically. And we have, obviously, right here, Christine Lagarde. Lagarde's heart brooch posted on the 14th. Wasn't going to say it, but what are the odds, guys? I was delighted to meet with my her friend right there, director of the WTO in Washington, D.C., right? IMF meetings. What is that, guys? I mean, I don't know, right? Someone pointed out It has a very similar hue to this picture right here, which is from the BG123 photo, guys, right? What are the chances of this? Christine Lagarde posted it at the 14th of April as well, right? 14 heart. Wow. Guys, so it begins 14, right? Interesting. The same hue as well, right? Fascinating connections, guys. I mean, she is what? The wise owl, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, not to mention, color me mad and out of touch, but I think there's a dotted line connection between the Pele 142 and 214 on the Purple Mountain, guys, right? From David Schwartz. This card right here that shows XRP Pele, and then 214, which will connect to 142 possibly, which is what? 142. Ripple, the community, and XRP shall persevere. Ignore the distractions of FUD and negativity. Right? The night keeps fighting the good fight. Thank you, CKJ, the YouTubers, and everyone. Again, guys, right? There has been a lot of FUD recently, right? And whatnot taking place in the community. But it sure seems like the ship is about to sink. Why? It's from Jim Cramer. This ship is unsinkable, guys. There we go, right? Which would possibly connect to that one BG123 ship to shore image as well, right? Heading to shore, guys. Hits that iceberg. But then, look at this. Today's the 111th anniversary of the quote-unquote sinking of the Titanic. I've posted numerous threads on the Titanic and Tether comms. It's coming, right? Exactly, guys. So, Jim Cramer states the ship, right? Not to mention, it was the 111th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic as well, right? And obviously this comes out as well, guys. When was this? Yesterday by Tether, right? Which we talked about yesterday. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys should probably go watch it, right? So a lot of connections right here. Not to mention, remember, if we're talking about the Titanic, listen to this. When the Titanic sinks from CZ, little floats near it get dragged down too, but the floats will eventually come back up if they are untethered. Guys, do you not see what he's literally telling us, right? The biggest fraud exchange out there, guys, right? That is definitely connected in the most catastrophic way with Tether, right? They're both tethered. He's literally telling us when the Titanic sinks, which it seems like it's about to, little floats near it get dragged down too, right? Meaning all the other coins, right? Little floats. They're not as major as BNB, USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but what about XRP? This is where he states this, but the floats will eventually come back up if they are untethered, right? So XRP possibly dumps with the rest of the market when the Titanic sinks, when the market collapses, but they'll eventually come back up if they are not correlated with Tether, meaning they will become decoupled. Guys, he told us the game plan right here a long damn time ago, right? And he posted this on April 12th, 2022, right? 1, 2, 2, 3. Don't you see? It's all in front of our damn faces. Not to mention, who posted? The CTO of Tether posted this today, guys. Literally, just a little bit ago. Tether bots are about to unplug the sheep, right? So he posted these emojis, right? A robot, a cloud, a thought bubble, pulling the plug possibly, the sheep, and a question mark. But could it mean Tether bots are about to unplug the sheep, right? Again, everyone, he could perhaps mean that the sheep are the people who are following blindly with the Tether is good narrative, right? Tether is safe, all these things. But when the plug is pulled out, guys, it's game over for everyone, as you guys can see possibly. Guys, these people tell you before it takes place. They have to possibly. I'm not sure, but we have seen the proof, right? Again, what could it mean, guys? People are talking about dump and whatnot. I'm not sure, but let's pay attention. At the same time, if we're talking about CZ and Tether and all these people, look at this. Binance is following 513 accounts, right? 513 could correlate to 315, which is 315, right? If you just move the numbers around. 1003, which is 13 as well, right? As you guys can see right there. Oh, and then obviously the followers are 13 or 1003, guys. Wait, what? Right, the storm begins on 315, and then XRP moons on 13. Right, we're not making this stuff up. Very fascinating. 153 as well. 315. Wait, what? From the SEC? This is the craziest thing, guys. Wow. That's insanity. What? From Ashley, here's a interesting connection, possibly. The United States cracked a $3.4 billion crypto heist and Bitcoin's anonymity, right? Which we see all these other addresses and whatnot. Someone pulling it out, guys. One of the addresses, we see all these addresses on the side from BG123's image as well, and then a hand coming in, right? Possibly the connection, I mean, could be, right? They are very similar, to say the least, but possibly not a perfect match, but very, very similar, guys. Again, there's a lot of different connections these days, right? Now, the fancy for today's video comes from Baba Clicks. Knock, knock. Who's there, guys, right? Who could it be? Let's wait and see. Do you open the door or not? Your choice, right? Everyone has a choice at the end of the day. Now, financial advice. When it was last advice, see ya.